Yo, yo, yo. So just wrapping up the art show here. Gonna get in some poker tomorrow, I believe. Can't wait, but figured I'd give you a little tour of the art show. Let's check it out. My studio space. Sunday evening, heading to the Grand Vic. It's like 7 o'clock. Gonna go put in a few hours. Finally get back down to some live game action. Let's check out Bravo here. Looks like we got 5 games. Load, motherfucker! Loading, loading, loading. What the shit? Five games going. 3-1-2, 2-2-5, 13 on the list for 1-2. What? We might do something crazy tonight. Yeah, can you put Brian S. on the list for 1-2 and 2-5?
I'm going to put you down.
Thank you. Bye. I know what you're thinking, Sly. You told that lady to put you on 2-5. What the fuck? So, I've been contemplating lately starting to play 2-5 a little early. Back in vlog numero uno, I said I wasn't going to play 2-5 till the bankroll got to, the hell was it? I think it was $7,000. 5 or 7, one of the two. But, I was listening to a poker sesh, Lyman, shout out to Lyman, and he was talking about the rake in the casino, and if the rake at 1-2 is the same as 2-5, you're better off playing 2-5. The max buy-in at the Vic for 2-5 is 500, max buy-in at 1-2 is 200. Minimum buy-in at the 2-5 is 200. So, I thought about buying in short stack 200 at the 2-5. That doesn't really make any sense. Buying in at 400 rather than possibly twice at 1-2 makes a little bit more sense. Or just say fuck it, buy in for 500. I don't know. But if the game looks good, with a lot of dough on the table, 2-5 seems like a better option. There are quite a few regs, and I do keep an eye on that game usually. So, you know, if we could sneak in there on a decent game, our chances might be a little better to make a little extra money. So I don't know. I figured what the hell, put my name on both lists. Worst that could happen is I could tell them no for the 2-5 and just play the 1-2. So let's get to the grind. Check it out. So, little recap from Sunday's session. Started out kind of slow. Got on a 1-2 right away. They opened up a fresh table like 3 minutes after I got there. So I started playing there. We started like 6-handed, but after 2 orbits, we were 9-handed. You know, it was pretty soft. Like, I ended up, some guys bought in for $50, which is the min. Got them all in, like second round, second orbit. And I had rivered a straight. He rivered 2 pair. I also had a backdoor flush draw. So I had a lot of outs. Called down to the river, take that one down. Nothing too impressive, just pretty standard play. About halfway through, they called my name for the 2-5. I opted out just because it was all a bunch of regs. You know, I didn't want to get involved in that. I think the 2-5 thing would be good if it was a weekend when they normally have like 4 tables going and there's just a lot of fish in the game. But, you know, I wasn't going to jump on a 2-5 for the first time with, you know, all just regs playing. I mean, every single guy on the table is a regular player. I do watch that game quite often. I always do. So I opted out of that. Then we ended up getting shorthanded on our table. Our table broke down. They moved me to another table. Before I moved, I was down, I believe, $60. Get on the fresh table. I believe it was the first or the second hand. I flopped 2 pair and checks around. I was in the big blind. Checks around. I checked to kind of see where I was at. Turn comes. It's a blank. I bet out for $10. 3 callers. River comes, and it gives me a full house. I bet out again for $25. One gentleman called. He had rivered the straight. I rivered the full house. We take that one down. That kind of brings us back up to even. Very next hand, I believe it was 7-8 suited as spades. Flop comes out, 7-8 ace. I flop 2 pair again. And this time I believe I'm on the button. So the first hand I must have been in small blind. So I lead out for 15, get 1 caller, turn comes, we have another full house. Sweet. I bet out on the turn again. Everybody folds except for the guy in the cutoff. River comes. I bet again. I believe it was 40. He calls. We take it down. Or no, he folds on the $40 bet. So I show the full house anyways, just because I thought it was a little wild that 2 full houses back to back. About 1 orbit later, I am under the gun, and I'm dealt ace-9 suited to diamonds. 3 callers to the flop. Flop comes out 9 ace-9. What the shit? So we show down on that one. We take down about $80 on the pot. Wasn't much action in it, but we end up winning. A little bit later, I'm in the big blind. 6-9 suited. There is a pre-flop raise to $6. I call $4. I'm in the big blind. I flopped 2 pair. It was 6-9 deuce, I believe, was the flop. Turn comes. I believe it was a 10. Gentleman directly to my right leads out for 30. I call. And the river comes a blank. He leads out for 75. Now, the turn was a blank, the river was the 10. So when he leads out for 75, I kept talking myself out of the fact that he had 7-8. Why, I don't know. I didn't have any history with this gentleman other than the couple of orbits that we played. So my question is this. You flop 2 pair. We bet after the flop. Turn comes, he takes control and puts out a bet of 30. I think my flop bet was $12. He puts out a bet of 30. I call. Should I have re-raised? Possibly. On the second table I got moved to, a lot of people were playing down to the river with like medium pair, middle pair, low pair, draws. I mean, it was an awesome table to be at just because you had people calling down like that. However, they were calling bets regardless. So the river comes at 10 and he leads out for 75. I felt that there was no way possible that he had 7-8. Why I thought that, I don't know. But with that $75 bet, I contemplated folding. Obviously, it's hard to lay down 2 pair on such a dry board. But would you call? Just curious. I mean, I felt it was the right decision to make at the time. Looking back on the way home, thinking about it, and the day after, I think I should have folded. There was a couple of physical tells that told me he had it, but I just didn't want to believe it. I don't know why. Possibly because I saw him bluff, a few hands before this, but either way, we take a loss of, I believe it was 130 on this one hand, and then it was kind of downhill from there. We had hit a cooler, set over set, lost like $60 on that. So we ended up coming back a little bit. We book a loss of $95. So not horrible, but it was a loss. And, overall it was good to get back down to the Vic, play some cards, take a nice break from work. Work has been crazy, busy, so that's kind of killed my time on the poker table. Been still playing some online, still doing good there. But yeah, thinking about making a little road trip here next weekend. Not like this weekend, but the following weekend. So we'll see about that. But other than that, I'm going to keep trying to get back to the poker table, hoping that we got a home game coming up soon. And just keep grinding away. So, like I said, nothing too impressive as of lately, but just keep the grind going. Don't forget to click the subscribe button, click the thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below whether you guys would have called in that situation or folded. I'm interested to hear from you guys, but looking back, I definitely think I should have folded. But again, with the money that was in the pot, it was a little bit of an oversized bet. But, either way, let me know what you think. See you guys soon.
I think to myself, what a wonderful world.